Hello, I'm Rex Childhouse, and because things on the internet seem to lose their date references pretty easily, today is Sunday, December 24th, 2023. Anyone who knows me knows I love trains, pretty much any which way they come. Push wood toys on wood tracks, electric stuff, model railroading, real stuff, big stuff, doesn't matter. If it's trains, I generally love it. So my youngest daughter gave me Merry Christmas, the building blocks, Christmas train, advent calendar, premium building blocks, excellent detailed directions, train. I'm not sure where she got it. Really nice box, and the 24 days of construction come in 24 little boxes, and each box has one or more bags of parts, and it gives you this book of instructions, which you'll see during the video. And as of today, December 24th, it is complete. And this is the video of this assembly, and I will tell you, it's excellent detailed directions. Suck, but if you work with it, you can get it together. I got it together. I'm pretty happy with it. There's several changes in its instructions that I would execute, and they don't address the spare parts, which is going to drive some people like me nuts. You give me a kit, don't give me spare parts. Let's get on with the day-by-day videos, because I have an episode for every day of construction and show you how it progresses. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. This is one side of the train in front of the box, and then it's the other side of the train in front of the box. I probably should have turned the box around too. The back of the box is actually one of the keys to assembly, because you're going to be looking at the pictures on the front and the back of the boxes to try to figure out where things go. The other thing you're going to need, the two things you're going to need to put this thing together, is a needle nose pliers and a magnifying glass, because I'm slightly vision impaired. Trying to get some of these parts into where they go, and trying to get them out when you have to take them out, because you find out that they're in the wrong place because of these highly detailed directions, excellently detailed directions. You're going to need something. You're going to need help. Let's get on with the video. I'm going to be putting the intro on this after I complete the assembly. It's an advent calendar train, so it's going to take 24 days. I am building it day by day, so my voice, some will be videos of the day, some will just be still shots of the day. My voice will change probably throughout the period. I'm going to try to adjust that as best I can. So this is the building blocks Christmas train advent calendar. Merry Christmas. 1,529 pieces. I don't see anything that says age. It's in one of the videos you're probably going to hear. My recommendation is don't give this to anybody under the age of 16, and don't give it to anybody over the age of 16, and only give it to those people that you want to reset their egos, because this box says excellent detailed instructions, and I disagree. And there are several extra pieces that you're going to see pop up during this presentation, and they are not addressed in the book anywhere that I can find. So I'm starting with day one, and I'm going to build it incrementally. This is day 2, and I'm going to use the boxes to reinforce what day I'm working on. The pieces come in small plastic bags, and the boxes are taped shut on the top, so you need something to cut that tape, and then you need something to open up the plastic boxes. Something I've learned over the years when I'm building stuff like this, I normally build these on a cookie sheet, so when I open up the bags, dump them, they don't roll all over the place. and so far I haven't done that, but that's a lesson learned and a recommendation. This is the project as of the end of day 2. And we're into day 3. Each page has the number for what step you're on or what day you're in, and on each page the steps are numbered sequentially. There's more than 240 steps to put this together. Today is day 3 on my building blocks advent calendar train. I've made some mistakes. If you look at the videos or the pictures up to this point, I've made some mistakes, corrected them as I went, because here's the booklet. It's not, I just have problems seeing how the pieces fit together. I started to draw heavier lines on these guys here so I could see the differences, but I'm up to day 3. I think I match what day 3's end result is, because it's shown on the beginning of day 4. Or is it? Nope, I guess not. It's showing on the beginning of day 3 what you're going to end up with. So it's got 4 corners. It's got this guy here showing, this guy here showing, and the rest of the guys are in place. I'm just having problems seeing the distinction in these lines as we go. This is fun though. I love trains. So they do give you a spoon or a tool, depending on what you want to call it, and haven't had to use it yet. Okay, off to day 4 tomorrow. Now, according to the box, these are very good instructions. My finger's in this photo so that you have a size relation. I'm not sure where these pieces are. My solution is going to be, I'm going to pull out all of the pieces for the steps that I can, and then see what I have left over. Their visual distinction in their parts is lacking. It is frustrating to figure out exactly how these things go together. I sorted out and did all the sub-steps that I could, whether they were in order or not, and then just put them off on the side, trying to minimize the number of pieces I had to choose from, which reduced the probability of error. I will tell you that I still think I have errors in which pieces I chose to go where, but at the end of today, I'm moving on. I still disagree with their excellent detailed instructions. I disagree. Okay, we're on day 5. I'm kind of having fun with this. I've got extra pieces which I'm keeping in here, and it's not real distinct. You have to kind of fit it together. I'm still not sure if these guys over here are in the right location, because it's really tough to read these instructions. They're not distinct. They don't show things. They should give something. They should give something. Day 5, that's where we're at. Day 6 went together pretty well. No particular comments, big pieces, and here's the end results. Day 7 is complete, generally big pieces, trying to figure out exactly how these pieces lay in. Maybe it's best to take the ones that are visually distinct and then drop them in, and then place the other ones as best you can. Day 8 is complete, and another leftover part, and I really wish they would address the leftover parts. I understand they put the packets together to handle multiple kits, but I wish they would address the extra parts. So today is day 9, and the most frustrating day yet. Here's the instruction page for today. and there's a lot of parts going in here. Here's the leftover parts after construction. They are not addressed at all anywhere. So they do put, kits together to handle multiple assemblies. So you do have extra parts. It would be nice if they let you know they were coming. And this is the model we're building to. And I think I've got it right. We'll find out. I will tell you that trying to put it together and trying to get it placed is frustrating. Quite honestly, I wouldn't give this to anybody under the age of 16 or over the age of 16 that I wasn't trying to take their ego down, because it's frustrating. To give you a clear look at day 9's parts, this is what I dumped on the table. This is why I recommend you use a cookie sheet to dump these things in. These things roll. I didn't lose any. I had extras left over, and here's those instructions, part of the instructions to put day 9 together. This took me close to 2 hours. Okay, yesterday was very frustrating. A whole lot of pieces, not a real good definition of color or instruction, and it took close to 2 hours to solve with a number of extra pieces. And today, day 10, took like 10-15 minutes, got one extra piece. I wish they would address that, because that's going to be frustrating for a number of people. But this is where we're at as of day 10. Looking good. Okay, lessons learned, because I built a lot of Lego stuff. I built a lot of Tinker Toys, erector sets, whatever else. Lessons learned, I went over and got my crafting cookie sheet, because this package has a whole lot of parts in it, and cookie sheet won't let them roll. We're up on day 11 with our build. We're up on day 11. Off to building. End of day 11, and had to restack the boxes, obviously, and leftover pieces again that are not addressed in the instructions. So for someone, this would be frustrating. On about day 13 or 14, I would actually discover that those leftover pieces are actually covered in the instruction. They're covered in step 74, so they do go on here at this point. The day 12 build is complete, and I'm just having fun stacking the boxes, trying to figure out what geometry takes to stack those. And here's the front and rear views of the project at the end of day 12. Today's day 13, and it's going to be fun. There's a lot of parts in this one. Okay, trying to do this handheld. Today's 13, showed you all the parts in this one. These highly detailed instructions, let me tell you, don't work real well. Trying to figure out this area here. I'm not sure if I've got it right, but it's done. And I also found out that some of the extra pieces that I had left over go down here, because evidently I missed a step. And out of today's instructions, they're telling me that I have a use for this piece over here, but I can't find out where it goes, because it goes somewhere in this mess, and I can't find it. Anyways, today's day 13, and we're done, and set the boxes straight, and can't wait for tomorrow. Totally disagree with their excellently detailed instructions. And today is day 14. Got a few extra pieces. Maybe they'll show up later that I missed something in the instructions, but it doesn't look that way. And got to put another sticker decal on today. I will tell you that the precision of this thing is extremely tight, and the structure is not real tight, so it looks like I need to push that piece down a little bit. And trying to support the bottom of these while you're pushing on the top is tough. I used what's called the spoon or the tool as best I could, but it didn't work right. Day 14 is done. A couple extra pieces. Day 15 is what we're working on. Just opened up the package. This is unusual because there's 2 bags of parts. One bag only has 2 pieces in it. So time to put day 15 together. Day 15's build is complete. The 2 parts that were in that extra bag appear to be extra, and this looks like it's the drawer. There's a interesting feature here, because in this step here, you take the guys that are now in here, and what they are is they're females on both sides, and then this row goes in upside down. So day 16 is going to be interesting. Day 15 is done. Day 16 is complete, and a couple of extra pieces, 3 of them, which are not addressed. That's okay, because these guys just keep popping off. I've decided just to lay them down. Every time I move this, they seem to pop off, so I'm just laying them down and leaving them out of the way. Maybe I'll put them in the tray. That's what I'll do, is I'll put them in the tray, and then they can stay there. They won't be in the way anymore. Maybe. Anyways, not a complex one. 2 extra pieces of track. Put the railroad track on it today, and put the crowning pieces on what appears to be the drawer. Tomorrow's day 17, and then we'll see what surprises we get. And today is day 17, and these instructions for day 17 are really frustrating. A fair amount of pieces and a fair amount of leftovers, but you complete your drawer, and really kind of cool how they made the drawer. Some ingenious parts in here, but frustrating. This is put it together, find out that it's wrong because they aren't quite clear in their instructions, not distinct, and then take it apart, put it together with an adjustment, find out that it's still wrong. I think today was a 90-minute assembly day, and I'm still not sure if I got it right. Okay, well, tomorrow day 18, and we'll see what surprises we get there. Okay, today is day 18. I'm just having fun trying to keep the boxes in some degree of order in the background. And like yesterday and like previous days, a couple of extra pieces, unidentified extra pieces left over. I don't mind them. I just wish in their excellently detailed instructions that they would tell you that they have extra pieces. I put the Christmas tree, the direction pole, the snowman, the other stuff on it again. The drawer works really nice, very clever, and a lot of pieces today, a lot of small pieces today. Tried to handle them a couple of different ways, and I failed. You can't hold them with the tweezers, can't hold them with the needle nose pliers. You have to handle them with your fingers, and Merry Christmas came out really well. Trying to see the visual distinction in these instructions is tough. I have a assembly aid over here called a magnifying glass, and it lights up and brings things really bright or really well illuminated. So today, day 18 is done. I have a feeling tomorrow we start on the train, and that's going to give us a lot of pieces, a lot of small pieces. And we're on day 19. It's part of the locomotive. I'm going to turn it around. The left to right side are the same. A lot of detail in it. Really nice. And a lot of extra parts. There were 3 bags in this particular little box. And the instructions are intimidating. I think there's 80 some, 60. There's a lot of pieces in this one. But day 19 is done, and it looks good. There were a couple of place parts, take them off, reposition. So really like the detail in some of the pieces, like the ladder for the engineer to climb up, the power rods, I'm assuming, or whatever, the pilots. A lot of detail in it. So let me get my camera back because I'm doing handheld. And the other side. Okay, let me see if I can flip it without destroying it. And there's the other side. Day 19 is done. Well, today is day 20 in the Advent calendar, and with this page of instructions, 2 pages of instructions, and all these parts, it's going to be fun. Day 20 is complete. Took 90 minutes, have quite a few extra pieces left over, as usual, not addressed. Discovered I missed placing this because this one decal, because it wasn't clear. Got the engine, I think, all together, and one of the things that's extra is this window glass, and I suspect that it would have been in the front of the locomotives. The side windows on the locomotives are normally open. The front window normally has glass in it. Maybe I can take it apart later on and see if it'll fit, because in another step later on, there's glass put in other windows. And the first start of one of the cars is over here. So the engine, I think, is complete. Really detailed. Actually impressed. It's slick. It's even got, can't see it real well, but it's even got throttle valves in it. So really cool. Well, tomorrow we'll be off to day 21. Day 21, the boxes are all set up. One of the fun things I'm doing is trying to figure out geometric patterns for the boxes as I go. And the first car of the train is done. Really nice detail. Kind of a interesting thing, because the locomotive rides inside the rails. I'm going to put the car, and the car rides on the rails. And here is part of day 21 that'll move into day 22, and lots of extra pieces. In particular, there was one step in here that required 2 caps. Over here it requires 2 caps, and the only thing I can figure is that the second cap goes over here, which is this cap here. Excellently detailed directions, instructions. I disagree with, but day 21, which was a 2-bagger day, is done. Today is day 22, another 2-bagger day, and lots and lots and lots of small parts to continue this car, and I think begin the next car. It's all in the instructions. Okay, the car is done. this kind of explains some of the stuff. The gingerbread man attaches with that clear spoke back here. So the second car in the train, locomotives don't count as cars, the second car in the train is done. So we have white decals as seen on the Christmas tree here, printed on a white sheet. The numbers at least are black. How do you figure out which ones you've already taken off? If you take a needle, it scratches, that one's gone, this one's smooth. So there's a decal here, and your needle point will hopefully peel the darn thing off. Would have been nice if they printed this on blue paper. Now it's on the needle, and I can come over and put it on the tree somewhere. And it's placed. Okay, day 22 is complete. It's 12:30, 30 minutes after noon, and this was a 3-hour project. It went together and came apart several times trying to figure out how these pieces go. I disagree with their instructions, and a fair amount of the placement of these pieces is friction fit, so you probably can't see it, but down here there's a little purple guy. He has to be positioned in a particular way for everything else to go on. I highly recommend that you actually put the base, the brown base of the Christmas tree on the car long before you get any of the other pieces on the car. The order of these assemblies is illogical, and once again, there's items listed in these bills of material where they start the step that are either hard to identify, aren't used, or aren't listed. And there's only a couple of errors like that, but it's annoying. But day 22 is complete, and that's the car. I think I got to turn the snowflake around a little bit. Thanks. Day 23, another 2-bagger day. We're starting at about 10:15. Day 23 is complete, and I had to walk the dog. This is about a 90-minute day on this project, and I changed the instructions. I disagree with how their train is set up. Some more extra unaddressed parts, but on the assembly of the passenger car, they want this to be the same when you turn it around. I put the wreath on the front side, I put the holly on the back side. They want them wreath, holly. I disagree with that. Like them symmetrical. So it's a 90-minute day. No pieces on the floor. Needle nose pliers really came in handy, and a few extra parts. 1 day to go. The train is complete. I am impressed by the precision of the blocks. I'm impressed by the precision of how they fit together. I'm not impressed by the excellent detailed directions. They need some serious work, and you're going to need a magnifying glass to put this thing together. And all my spare parts fit in that neat little drawer. So it was an experience, and I appreciate the gift. I just wish it hadn't been as frustrating as it was, but model railroading or putting together models without frustration kind of maybe is a yeah. If you aren't being frustrated, you aren't probably doing it right. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. I really enjoyed this, even as frustrating as it was. I enjoyed this.